right, man. Salute everybody for tapping on in, man. Ticket TV. Like, share, and subscribe as y'all come on in the building, man. I want to talk about the situation that occurred with Sheduer Sanders online, man. These people out of control, man. I think it's truly sad that we have arrived at a day where um, we still can't get past uh, our past demons that have continued to move on into uh, year 2025, right? And I'm gonna outright tell y'all, um, when I saw this uh, going on X, Instagram, and YouTube last night in the aftermath of that game, I reported a lot of these people calling a brother the N word because you don't like that he got thrown in the second half of a game without any reps with the first team, which is very important in professional football or in football just in general if you know anything about football. This ain't no fairy tale. The coach has given this dude zero reps. They don't like this guy. They don't want him to succeed. But for that's one thing. But for people to be calling him the N word, calling this man an APE, and things like this, I hope you got what you wanted. Bleep, bleep, bleep. No, you guys are disgraceful, man. You guys are not fans. Don't y'all know it's easy to hide behind an avatar and display your racism, your pure hatred? And I'm gonna tell y'all what it is. See, what people do is, and I'm gonna say this again. I'm gonna say this again, Raphael Daji. Who did you ever play for? I'm gonna put you on the spot. Who did you ever play for? You're in the comment section running your mouth. Who did you ever play for? I'm just asking you a question, sir. Who did you ever play for? See, let me tell y'all something. Why these people come on YouTube and say this dumb shit and know nothing about football. Nothing. And it's comical that these people don't know anything about football, right? Here's why it's important. And I'm going to get back to the racist stuff in a minute. Here's why it's important that an NFL quarterback gets the first reps or gets reps with the first team on offense, right? Here's why. First of all, you're looking at timing and chemistry, you damn fool. So NFL routes and like passing windows are extremely what we call precise, you damn fool. So when you throw into the starters repeatedly, what it does is it builds the muscle memory with the exact route, depth, speed, body lean, and hand placement. So you idiot, a backup quarterback who's got no reps with the first team, throwing to the same receiver as a starting quarterback who's had reps with the first team, right? Let me say it again, you idiot. It's different because the same receiver is more than likely, sir, going to be slightly off because even small differences in the release points or stride length change the timing of their coordination together. What about the offensive line and communication and protection, you idiot? Don't you know that the quarterback has to recognize and call out all the protections, hot routes, and blitz adjustments based on how the starting offensive line is blocking for him that day, you idiot? The first team linemen got specific tendencies, right? For example, how fast they get into their pass sets, which stunts they struggle with. All these things you got to look at, so you can't fully practice that with the second or the third string line because they ain't going to be playing that much, you damn fool, or even at all unless somebody get hurt or take subbed at the game for a play. What about game speed decision making? We all know that the first team defense, scouts included, they actually run the opponent's scheme at full speed. So getting reps against them are the closest thing to what you're going to see on Sunday, you idiot. Backup quarterbacks face simplified looks from the scout team. So the starters are going to need those live reps to sharpen the pre and post snap reads, you fool. These are all different reasons I'm telling you they have practice with the first team. I'm going to stir fry them niggas, don't worry. What about the play installations and audible calling? You know, when you're on the line and you have to audibilize plays and stuff like that. So when the offensive coordinator installs new plays or red zone concepts and things like that, the starter needs to run them with the guys who will actually be on the field in the game. Because audibles and checkdowns at the line, you fool, are often based on years of verbal and nonverbal shorthand with specific skill players at the center. Everything is based off coordination in football, timing, chemistry. Give you a prime example. If you have no practice with the number ones, you get thrown into a game. Think about this. This dude got no reps with the number ones. Never. He's never. I want you to think about this. Somebody throws you in the game against a team. They throw you in the game. I used to play tight end. There ain't no way in hell you're going to throw a guy in the game. This is fairy tale talk y'all got. Without no reps with the first team. And think he's going to have chemistry with the receivers. Are you a damn fool? You ain't going to really know. And you can watch it, but it's not the same as you actually playing it. Y'all got tendencies and things that y'all. Let me give you an example. Like when Sheduer played at Colorado, him and Travis Hunter and all those other guys he had, the receivers, he knew all their tendencies. They knew what to do in certain situations. They know how Sheduer likes to place the football. Sheduer knows how they like to run their routes. All these things mean something, you damn fool. But if you don't play football, if you an asshole like that dude that comes over just running his mouth, you wouldn't know this type of stuff. That's why you have what we call practice, fool. That's why you see guys studying so much. It ain't just Alice in Wonderland. I'm going to throw you out here with guys you've never played before and you be a superhero. That's not how it works. It's important to get him first team reps so he's actually throwing two guys he's going to be throwing to in the game. The NFL is a whole different level. So when you don't let this guy have any practice with the ones, and this is your backup quarterback, you set him up to fail, you asshole. You set him up to fail because he's always one hit from getting in the game. And then if he gets in the game, you have had him not have any reps. Not so he just told you yesterday. He didn't throw the ball. This is the first time I've ever thrown the ball to Judy, ever. That's insane. That's insane. But you got racists that's running around here calling a man the N-word. And you damn right, I reported all their asses, and I told a lot of people to report their asses that was doing that shit over there on Instagram and on Twitter, on X. I seen it. I seen all of it. Seen a dude call him an ape on YouTube. Like I said before, man, you guys, y'all ain't even, what y'all are is y'all racist, bro. This man ain't do nothing to you. You're insecure about his confidence. That's your problem. You're insecure about his confidence. That's your problem, right? Don't y'all know that the coaches and the teammates judge the readiness by how crisp the operation looked in practice, you fool? So let me give y'all an example, right? If the starter is only taking second team reps, the whole offense going to lose confidence in the passing game. Why? Because the backup's going to come in cold. He's going to struggle mightily because they literally haven't thrown a live rep to the starting receiver in the whole time. But even then and still, when the game was on the line, Sheduer Sanders put the ball in that boy's hands in the end zone. I saw the play on X. He just got it stripped out of his hand. He put it on the money. And y'all calling this dude the N-word, man? Y'all calling this boy an ape? And all these other things just because y'all hate. Because this man got confidence in himself. You guys are disgraceful, man. Just because y'all hate that. They don't came out and said this man. They want to buck break this man. I'm telling y'all what it is, man. They want to buck break this boy. So let me give y'all an example, right? So what about when Jordan Love sat behind Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay? Jordan Love, he pretty much, and this was reported because I looked it up, he got no first team reps for 3 years. So they said in his first start, you can see that his timing was off early in the season, but he got dramatically better once he started getting all the starter reps in practice, right? So the bottom line is getting reps with the first team aren't just about the quarterback getting better, but it's about the entire starting offense staying synchronized, right? Take away those first team reps. That's one of the fastest ways to make a good offense look horrible on Sunday. And people don't know this. People just think, hey man, I can throw like this is hilarious to me. People think you could throw somebody in a professional game without no reps in the NFL. In the NFL, cause see, let me give you a difference. In pro basketball, is different than pro football. In pro basketball, when you get in it, how do I know? I got a boy who playing it. My brother playing the NFL. One of my closest homies playing the NFL. So I'm gonna say this to you, right? And I'm just gonna keep it 100 with y'all. You ain't throwing somebody in the game who ain't played with none of those guys. Because once again, football is all about precision, timing, precision. Everybody got to be on one accord. The offensive lineman got to know who to block, who to pick up. We saw a picture yesterday that came out where you had 3 guys blocking nobody. And one guy just comes right down the gap. Boom! Lowers the boom on Sheduer. Calls him to throw that interception. Because you got 3 guys blocking nobody. This is what happens when you don't have any practice. Sheduer can't move guys around from what he sees. And see, I'm gonna tell you something, man. You guys, it's just funny to me, man, how all the racists don't came out, bro. This shit's sad, man. But I'm happy that they exposed themselves to the world. I'm happy they exposed their real faces to the entire world, man. Y'all want the boy to fail so bad. It's not even about football. It's about race. It's not even about football. It's about race. And this is the only reason why I'm talking about this is because I rock with Sheduer Sanders. I wouldn't even be talking about the NFL because I don't care about the NFL. I haven't watched the NFL in almost 10 years. But I'm going to support Sheduer Sanders because I know what he's going up against. And I know why he's going up against it. Them niggas just hate his daddy. That's all there is to it. There ain't nothing else around it. They have an extreme, pure, deep-rooted hatred for his father. And that's it. And they don't like the fact that he has confidence. They hate the fact that this dude is confident. They hate it. But they didn't hate it with Johnny Manziel. No, they didn't hate it with him. They didn't hate it with Baker Mayfield when he was in college, stamping that flag in the middle of the field. They didn't hate that shit. Like I said, they didn't hate when Johnny Manziel was doing the money sign and being cocky and saying all this shit. They didn't hate that. But y'all hate when Sheduer does the watch. Y'all hate that. Perfect time. Y'all hate the perfect timing. But you love the money sign. You love all the shit that Baker Mayfield and all those other guys talk. Something wrong with these people, man. Like I said, it's pure unadulterated racism. And it's sad that we're still at this point in 2025. It's truly sad. I mean, damn, bro. Can we get some type of decency, man? And the last thing is, at least get a man a week of practice. If he goes out there and plays bad, we'll say, okay, man, he didn't get the job done. He had reps with the ones all week. He went out there and he didn't get the job done. But for a guy to not have any reps with the ones the entire time, no reps with the ones, and you throw him out there in the middle of an NFL game against the Ravens and say, hey, dog, yeah, go get this one. And for him to go through what he did, guys drop balls. They ain't talk about that because I saw it on ESPN today. Guys drop balls. And then he threw the ball in the end zone. Perfect to tie the game. Perfect he threw it in the end zone in that boy's hands. And that boy got it stripped out of his hands. The ball was right there on the money. The defender just made a all-time great play. Stripped the ball out. Nobody's talking about that. He put the ball in that boy's hands perfectly. Perfectly. And you could tell he was anxious to get in the game, too. See, a lot of y'all don't know nothing about this. When you sitting on the bench all that time and you really want to get in, man, when you get in, you're going to be super hyped and anxious. So sometimes you may be a little over anxious. So you got to settle yourself down. And this may take you a half to settle down. See, if Sheduer would have played the whole game, you would have seen a better product from him because the first half, he may have been in there and been antsy to get going like, yeah, I've been on the bench this whole time. I'm ready to roll. And then he got to kind of settle himself down. So what will happen is that a half will settle you down. Then you could go to halftime, look at, okay, boom, now I can settle into the game and get a feel for the game. See, these dudes don't know nothing about professional sports, bro. And they just come on YouTube and talk. And then when you ask them what they do, they don't have nothing to say. These dudes is 285 pounds, 300 dudes have been sitting on their sofa their whole life and they ain't did nothing but run their mouth. Got 3 teeth, a wife that cheats on them, and they look like hell. And they'll come on here talking shit and being racist towards this man. It's disgusting, bro. That shit hurt my heart to see that. Y'all calling this man an N-word over a game? Really? You calling the man an ape over the game? Really? That's what y'all doing? Are you serious? Y'all sad, man. And people out here making fake accounts to do that shit, bro. They can't even stand on who they really are. They really secretly hide behind other things. But they can't even stand on who they really are. They got to do that shit behind fake accounts. Now picture that. Having to do that behind a fake account. You ain't got no soul. Call that man the N-word. And that's what people do. They'll call it to you and run. Shit's sad, man. It really is sad, bro. But they never been in the field before on no level. They never been in the field. But your hatred for a man is that thick that you don't even know. That has never done nothing to you. Sheduer Sanders ain't out here breaking no laws. He ain't doing no dumb shit. He's not. He's literally a football player that have been nice and kind to everyone in the media. And all they've done is talk shit about this man. The coach set this man up for failure because how having your backup had any reps with the ones when he's always one play away from coming in the game? That's crazy. How don't you prepare your people for war? If I know that this dude is one play away from coming in the game, at least I'm going to have him get some reps with these guys so that we can be at least prepared. That shows you bad coaching. That shows you coaching that does not want a certain player to succeed. Why would I have a guy as a backup that I haven't even got prepared to come in the game? Make it make sense. And he did this. Remember, the only other time Sheduer got to play in the preseason, the first time, he wasn't playing with the ones and the twos. He literally only got to play because old boy got hurt. Everybody else was hurt. And so he's just thrown out there again. He didn't have no preparation, none of that. You come in the game, guys are hunting you instantly. Your line missing blocks. You getting blasted. A lot of these dudes don't see this stuff. Or they do see it, they just don't care. This is all out pure racism and hatred coming from these people's heart. Y'all crazy, man. Y'all crazy, bro. And I saw a kid that went through it all yesterday and was still trying to get the win. From them plays I saw, when I saw that last play, when he put that ball in that boy's hands, and that ball got stripped, I said, man, this boy got big time heart. When it was all on the wood, he put that thing down there in his hands in the end zone. The receiver had the ball in his hands. The defender stripped it out. Think about what I just said. And it's not about lowering expectations. I got high expectations for Sheduer. All I'm saying is that anybody who knows professional football, college football, if you're going to start, you have to get reps with the first team. It's very important. If you don't get reps with the first team, and repeat myself again, if you do not get reps with the first team, you more than likely are not going to look well in the National Football Association. They throw you in there. You're not. You're not. It doesn't happen like that. Even the guys who came in and did well, that was backups, they had some reps with the first team. Sheduer didn't even have reps with the first team. This motherfucker throwing to goddamn water boys and shit, man. Come on, bro. That's not the same as me knowing you. See, let me tell you something. Football is almost like you got to get like deep spiritual on that thing with your mindset, with how we playing. Like me and the receivers, we got to have like a connection. Like a receiver, he got to be an extension of my brain. What are you talking about, Ticket? The receivers and the quarterback, ladies and gentlemen, they need all the practice they can get together because it's just tendencies that they have that okay, I know exactly what he's gonna do in this situation. I know how he like to run his routes. I know exactly where I need to put the football. So that way, when we get in these games and we get in these tight situations, boom, we've already got something mentally set up between each other. That if this happens, I already know. If you see me move like this, you know what to do. Like if you see me under pressure, receivers know how to improvise. Get open. They know where Sheduer is looking to go put that thing. The linemen too. Audibles too. All these things are very important. People don't understand this. They think, hey man, get out there. And then if you ever put any of these races out there in any of these situations, they're going to get their ass annihilated. Tell them to go ahead. Since y'all laughing at Sheduer and say, hey, go ahead. We'll give you the football and let you go out there. Nah, I ain't going to do it. Yeah, you can't do it. See, I have no problem criticizing Sheduer if he don't play well, if he's actually been prepared to play for the game. And in football, you as a quarterback, you have to get reps with the first team. You have to. Like, share, subscribe, man. The racism is out of control. Y'all share this video, man. It's sad, man. I was very sad after the game to see all the racism online. And I was waiting for it, too. I knew that some people was going to pop off and act crazy. And that's just sad, man. All because y'all don't like this man because he's confident in himself. Make it make sense. And that shows me that in this world, we got a lot of weak people who have no confidence in themselves. That's what that shows me. In this world, we have a lot of people who are weak-minded, who don't have any confidence in themselves. That's all this shows me. Like, share, subscribe, man. Hey, I really appreciate you guys for supporting the channel, supporting the network. Like, share, and subscribe once again. There are links. Get the free membership on our website. That way you guys won't miss any of our news update stories or videos. They're all on the website, ticketvmedia.com. You go over there. You can go right to the members part and become a free member. That way you guys will get all the updates. Also, straight drop weight loss formula. Make sure y'all go tap in and copy some of that, as well as subscribing to our podcast show. Link will be pinned at the top of the chat down there below. And also, we just appreciate all y'all who support the channel. Cash App, PayPal.